Guy, where is he? Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're back. How you doing? We're back. Welcome to the Seekers Chronicles, Paranormal Historians. Oh, bad day. Where the history meets the paranormal. Oh boy, I had a bad day. I really did. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Our guest is a little late. I think he has something to do, but he's be coming on soon.
So you get us.
Yeah, you get us. Hey, there's nothing wrong with us, I don't think. I really don't think there's anything wrong with us as of now.
Nope.
Hey Adam. So how's everything with you?
Good. How was your weekend? It was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there celebrating Mother's Day.
Yeah,
how was it last week?
Yeah, it was Mother's Day, and we had a yearly. Well, we always have, but we had sushi lunches, sushi dinners, and stuff like that. So we had a little thing going back and forth with us. So how was yours? Happy Mother's Day!
Thank you. It was really nice. I decided to share it with my mother-in-law because it was her 85th birthday. It is her 85th birthday today. So we celebrated her on Sunday instead, and I'm happy to share.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, so happy birthday to my mother-in-law. 85, not bad.
Okay. So I'm going to see where our guest is.
And she watches our show, so bless her. Anyway, so that was good. It was really good. I had fun. So a little break from investigating until next weekend.
Yeah.
Next weekend, back to investigating at Mid-Orange Correctional Facility in New York.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you go what, Moon Girls or something like that?
Yes, I am with Full Moon Paranormal, so I'm very excited for that. I haven't been there in like 5 years. I'm really excited.
Oh, wow.
And last time I went, it was like below zero, so this is even better. It's supposed to be really nice.
Nice. I've never been there. So, I mean, is it indoors? Is it no leaky ceilings or nothing? Or
totally broken stuff everywhere. Not as bad as Penhurst or something like that, but no, it's indoors. You know what I'm saying?
Indoors. So if it rains,
yeah.
If it rains, it rains. What are you gonna do?
It's it's spooky. It's good. So I'm looking forward to that.
So, yeah. So today, I forgot to put it on. Or maybe I'll start putting it on now. Today, I guess where I ended up.
Oh no!
You know. Where did I go?
Cemetery.
You got it.
Woo!
Went to the cemetery today.
If I didn't get that right.
Yeah, you had to get that right.
Yeah. Wait, at the cemetery in at one of the Queens cemeteries? Okay, that's close enough. Check.
Yeah. Our guest just texted me. He thought he wasn't sure if it was Eastern time.
Oh.
Let me text him back.
Okay. Well, that time zone time zone stuff can be a little bit. I know I've done that.
But I think he's in Georgia.
Goes because of it.
Oh,
We forgive him.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, everybody has things going on. It's ridiculous how many things going on at the same time.
That's okay.
So yeah. Like I ended up at the cemetery today, and of course I drive around. It's the cemetery. I guess when you're low and feel down and stuff, go to the cemetery, relax.
Sure. Hey, of course you do.
What did I do? I mean,
as one does.
Nobody's there to bother you because because they're all dead.
Well, at least you didn't say people are dying to get in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, that's why they got gates outside cemeteries, because people are dying to get into them. I know the ones in Queens we have that.
Gosh. Oh, I was going to point out that Melissa said
Oh,
that
he's
she's
done.
planning on a
Right there.
5-day road trip. Nothing but going to see ancestors at cemeteries. I love
That's
that.
awesome. So
She got roped into it but I don't think you're going to be sorry at all, Melissa.
I that'd be great for me. But I just have to ride around with my own foot. I got so many cemeteries there. I don't have to go too far. You know.
You got 9.
Oh,
You got
this
9, I bet.
Jenny, do you want
Yes.
to introduce him?
Okay. Be my pleasure. Tonight, we actually have another podcast host, among other things that we will get into, but his name is Len Dorman, and he's the host of the Southern Fried Podcast, and we're happy to have him tonight and glad he's here with us.
Here he is.
Hi, Len.
Hello.
Hey.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah. You know, New York is and Jersey is East Coast. Just to let you know. So
and I'm in Central. A little bit of mix up. That's okay. I'm
no
here.
problem. No problem. You know,
No worries. No
Like,
worries. We're here.
listen.
We're here for 2 hours.
If this is a perfect show, we'd be making like $1 million right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. We
So
have all kinds of insurance companies and medical companies sponsoring the shows.
Oh yeah, I got you guys say, you know, we in the middle we will pick up a thing and say sponsored by, and we put the name of the product and stuff like that. You know, like the old 50s.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Weston cigarettes.
Yeah,
Remember
cigarettes, I was going to say.
Our sponsors are a Ghost.
Then you can pay for my StreamYard bill. I love the last comment.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's so true. It's true.
So
No, we love StreamYard. We're not bad mouthing StreamYard.
No,
Oh,
I'm
we're
not
on
bad at StreamYard at all.
No.
But it'd
I
be
like
nice
your
to have a
background.
sponsor to pay for it.
Right. No, exactly. Exactly. We
I
don't
like
want to
your
get kicked
background.
out.
I like all that. That reminds me when I was a kid, the black light posters and everything.
Yeah,
I love that.
Those are actually tapestries. They're on cloth.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And,
awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, I think you can get them from Amazon about $10 to $15 a piece.
Oh, really? That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
They're
I'm gonna
very
have that on
cool.
my background. See, I'm into. Let's see if I get this in here. Yeah, because you know I got right here a Grim Reaper on my arm.
Yes, you do. We can see it.
One of
Yeah, I
my
see it.
one of the guys on my team that passed actually designed that for my team, so I had a tattoo on my arm
Cool.
because you know he passed and stuff. I had that done at the oh, you will like this, the Jenny, the Rockland County Paracon.
Oh, nice.
Was it Rockland County? That's where you're from, isn't it?
No,
No,
the
well,
Rochester
Rochester, okay.
Paracon.
I get those two
That's
mixed up. Hey, I don't know nothing.
Close enough. It's
Yeah,
New
that's
York.
it. Yeah,
It's just your state. No, yeah, the Rochester Paracon, you got it done?
Queens. That's my state.
That's nice.
Queens. I love here in
Nice.
Queens. You people are not really New Yorkers.
I
You're a
see.
New Yorker.
Here we
We're
go.
New Yorkers.
And
So, Len,
I'm not either one. I've
was
never
gonna
been to
say-
New York.
You don't sound like you are. No.
No, I've never been in the state of New York.
Really?
Okay.
The closest
Well,
I came, I was in Hartford, Connecticut, and Boston.
Okay.
Okay.
You just drove right through us.
Yeah.
But like me, I drove like Georgia. I drove right through that to Florida a couple times. Yeah,
You probably passed through Atlanta.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm from
you're
Columbus.
in-
Which is, I'm on the west. I was born on the west coast of Georgia.
Okay.
Really?
And
Okay.
where are you now?
I am in southeast Arkansas, where I live now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're in Arkansas. Oh, I thought you were in Georgia. That's why I told you Eastern time. Oh,
Okay.
I would have gave you the. Okay.
I was born in Georgia, lived in
Oh, I
Chicago
love
for
Georgia.
14 years, and now I've lived in Arkansas for 10.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
love Georgia. I've been there so many times. I love
Which
it.
parts?
I've been mostly to Atlanta, but I've driven through, like, and stopped at interesting places along the way.
Yeah, but there's
Driven,
a
yeah,
lot.
like you said.
There's a lot of Georgia outside of Atlanta.
Oh my goodness. I wish I could see some of it. I will. I will.
You go north, you get into the mountains. You
Yes.
go south, you start approaching Florida and getting into it's kind of level. Soil gets a little bit sandy. You get south of Macon because it all changes because the area basically from Augusta, draw a line through Macon and then go to Columbus, Georgia. That used to be a coastline a million years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So if you go up there and start kicking up some dirt, you'll find sand real quick.
That's
Oh,
cool.
wow. Okay.
Okay, so now I got to do it. We
Yeah,
have an Arkansas lover in our audience.
Yeah,
How about
see
that?
that.
You didn't see that coming, huh?
Woohoo.
And I live about 80 miles southeast of Little Rock.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Beautiful.
I'm a little ways south of the Arkansas River and a little bit west of the Mississippi.
I see. Okay.
So
And
you
we have people from Kansas here and Texas here and everything tonight, but
Okay, Adam
Adam
Raymond says
Arkansas.
he's investigated in Arkansas. Where did you investigate here in Arkansas?
Yeah, that we got to know that, Adam. Where have you? Oh, Best State Troopers is why she liked Arkansas. Okay. Adam, I got to know where you've investigated in Arkansas. There he goes. And Minnesota.
Yeah,
He'll let
everybody
us know.
can hear.
He'll let us know. That's pretty
He'll tell
cool.
us in a minute.
Yeah.
Because I've investigated the Allen House here. That was
Okay.
if you watch the Ghost Brothers,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
their first episode was at the Allen House down in Monticello,
remember.
Arkansas, about 30 miles south of here.
Oh, really? That was their
Yeah.
first.
That was
That's
their
where
first one.
what's
Speaking
name
of
walked
Georgia,
out with no shirt on, and he. I met the Ghost Brothers a couple times, and they're so nice.
they're
nice.
so nice.
They're very nice guys.
Well, the owners of the Allen House in Monticello gave a thumbs up to all of them. Said they're all nice guys. They
Mhm.
filmed it for about a week. Is normal. That's normal for a show.
That's about a show, yeah.
Takes you about a week to get 40 minutes worth of material. Boomville. Yep, that's a good place to investigate. I have not done it personally, but that is an interesting place to investigate. Congratulations on being there.
Very
Awesome.
cool, Adam.
Awesome.
Very cool.
You know. So.
And there's somebody saying the same thing I was.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
what the Spencers that own the Allen
And they're
House told me.
hilarious. They're hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, they're nice guys.
They're nice guys.
You know, I went to a VIP party. We hung out with them. They were
Oh,
at my table and stuff like
excuse
that.
us.
Yeah, and that was good. It was nice. They were nice, you know. So, but you gotta get
Did you get the pictures that I sent you?
yes, I do.
He did.
But yeah, I got a bunch of pictures you sent me. I downloaded them, so they're up there. But
Okay.
we always ask, how'd you get into all this? You know, it's a silly question, but you know something? People are
People
interested.
want to get to know you. Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
Yeah, how
Len?
you
Yeah,
get into
I
it?
ask it all the time. It's kind of a corny question, but people need to know.
Yeah.
They do.
You've got people that watch your show all the time, I'm sure. It's probably several in the chat room. That this is the first time they see me. They don't know anything about me.
Exactly.
So it's a great place to start, in my opinion. And as I said, I lived in Columbus, Georgia, so we got a nice segue here.
Mhm.
Columbus is on the Chattahoochee River. That's why we call it the West Coast. If you look at a map, there is no West Coast. That's Alabama. But
Right.
you go about a quarter, maybe a third way down the state from the top, from Tennessee, you'll see where the Chattahoochee forms a border between Alabama and Georgia. So that's why we call it the West Coast. On the Chattahoochee was where the Greek nation, Native Americans, were. Now you go toward Atlanta, especially going toward Augusta, that's where the Cherokees were. Still are, actually. You've still got a lot of Cherokee people living in that area, up in Tennessee, South Carolina, edge of North Carolina. But down further south and west, where I was born, that's where the creeks were. And anywhere there was water, there was Native Americans. I don't care if it's New York State or Maine or Florida. If you had a river or a nice size, creek that ran year round, that's where they were, around fresh water. And the house I was born in, brought into when I was born, had a creek running a quarter of a mile away, just down the hill a little bit.
Yeah.
And of course, there were Native Americans living there.
Right.
So they could get the water out of the creek, and about a half mile away from the Chattahoochee River. So that Native Americans covered that area, and there is still some remains down there if you look in the right place in the woods. Because they didn't live in, everybody pictures Native Americans in teepees. That was the nomads from the west that were chasing buffalo. In Georgia, they didn't have to leave because there was 15 feet of snow on the ground. They could live there year round. And they lived in more permanent structures. And some of those structures still exist. Although, with modern building and all this, erased most of them. But as a child, I could see Native Americans dancing in the dark in my room. And my parents just thought I was being a kid and was seeing things. The normal thing that everybody goes through. Nobody believes a word you say when you're 2, 3 years old. There was people dancing around in the room last night. Oh, you're seeing things in your imagination.
Yeah.
And I started getting interested in it, and I'd walk through cemeteries and see what I'd feel, what I could see. Just me. There's no tools available, and you couldn't talk to anybody about it. Then Ghostbusters came out.
Yeah. That opened up a lot of doors.
It opened up a lot of doors, and all of a sudden, where are you going? What are you doing? I'm ghost hunting. Oh, like Ghostbusters. Yeah, at least you can tell somebody what you're doing.
You got busters, yeah. Let me get the vacuum out and put it on my back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You got the big tube vacuum or something on your back.
Yeah.
Long extension cord. So that's why I got into it. I saw things as children and just slowly progressed, very slowly at first, of course, until it became where you could do it in the open without people trying to commit you into a home.
Yeah. You get somebody's home to do it.
Yes, but especially when down south where you've got the religious issue.
Yeah.
And we still hear that here in Arkansas. People think I go somewhere and talk to demons.
Right.
Yes.
You and Anthony both. One. You sound just like him. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my neighbor straight across about a football field over that way.
Mm-hmm.
He and I are not what you call friends, but we speak.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If I need a hand, I can go over there and vice versa. But his wife will not speak to me.
Oh my goodness! In this day and age.
Yeah, because she thinks I talk to demons because she's evangelical. She doesn't go to a local church, but she watches church all day on Sunday mornings and thinks I talk to demons.
Well, that's her loss.
I hear that all the time. So it's, I got family praying for my soul.
Yeah.
We love you. We talk to them, but
no, I don't talk to any of my family. So
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like they all pray for you. And it's like, thank you. I take all the prayers. You give me prayers.
That's rough, though, Len. That's rough.
Yeah. It's just the way it is.
It is the way it is.
How to deal with it. By the way, I'll be 70 years old July 3rd.
Whoa.
So
another cancer like me. All right.
And I kind of let it roll off of me like water on a duck's back, as we say.
There you go. July 1st. My birthday is a couple days before yours.
What, the 1st?
It's June 25th.
June 25th. Just a few days. My wife's birthday is actually June the 5th.
Oh, nice.
She's 6 years younger than I am.
Okay.
And
And
if you want to, Anthony, you can throw up the picture of her and I.
oh, that's nice. Does she investigate with you?
No, she accompanies me, watches my back, but she doesn't investigate.
Okay,
I put
gotcha.
her in some crazy places.
Is
And
she
By the way,
one of the red pictures?
One of the red pictures.
Adam thinks he's met you.
Nope. That was in New Orleans. That is actually the Pirate Bar that's in Pirates Alley, right beside the big Catholic church down there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I was
That's
doing
beautiful.
investigation in there, and that's just a picture I took while we were all drinking Asmith.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, that make you see spirits.
There was spirits. All right, there's spirits in front of everybody in that photo.
I see a lot of spirits there in the glasses. They're haunting everybody. I bet that's what they're haunting the next day.
That's a
That night,
blast.
everybody got haunted.
Oh, by the way, special guest appearance. There's
Hello. How you
Hi.
doing? Hi. You can sit and join us.
Hello.
Hello. Here.
It's dark.
Okay.
You are- This is a live show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please, we don't want to
choke 'em on the
investigate
air.
you, Len.
You choke them on the air, it gives us ratings. Go ahead, choke 'em.
No,
Yeah,
no.
a
You
live
wanna look
murder.
for ghosts. You don't want to be a ghost.
The recording of it might even make CNN.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's pretty good.
There you go. The clip.
Podcast, wife kills husband on the air.
Is it
Yeah.
possible that
Absolutely.
Adam met you at the Cajun Paracon?
It's what now?
One of the guys in the
Adam in our audience thinks he met you at the Cajun
Adam?
Paracon.
At the Cajun Paracon last year.
Yeah,
Not this year, last year.
I
Yes, he
think
did.
so. He said he thought you met you in Louisiana. Didn't we
Yes,
meet?
he did. Yes, he
There
did.
you go.
Look at that.
They're in Lafayette,
world.
Louisiana.
Wow.
Oh, wow, okay.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does.
Of course,
How come we
more
couldn't get
fun is going to be July 31st when I'm in New Orleans, of all places, at the Paracon there. And that's this coming July 31st.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, I heard about that one.
That
Yeah.
is going to be fun. We got the Haunted Collector there, John
Yeah,
Zappa.
John Zaffis. Nice guy. We work with him a lot.
Patty Negre is going to be there.
She's
the
wonderful.
sweetest. Yeah.
And a very good friend of hers, maybe you know him, Father Sebastian's going to be there.
Oh,
I
really?
don't.
Father Sebastian does not do Paracons, but since Patty's going to be there, he's going to be in New Orleans.
Yeah. He doesn't. I try to get him on the air. He won't do that.
Wow.
No. So
Oh, wow.
if people want to meet Father Sebastian, he's actually going to be leading an investigation, but that package sold out within 3 or 4 days of the announcement of him being there.
Wow.
That package sold out completely.
I can't believe he's going to be there. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that sold out. They announced it about 2 months ago. I knew it was coming. I kind of announced it on my show. They announced it on Sunday, and I came in and also announced it on a Monday show.
Mm-hmm.
Within that week, by that weekend, when they announced the package of what he was, where you could go ghost hunt with him,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
sold out.
Yeah.
And they're selling another package that is with it's a weekend with Patty Negre, Sam. Isn't that Sam the author?
Sam Beltrusis?
Sam Bertusis and Father Sebastian. You get to spend a weekend, not an investigation, not one night. You get to spend a weekend with them, $500 per person.
Wow. And you get to spend the whole weekend with them.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. That if you're a fan of Patty or Sebastian or Sam, then get your credit card charge
Yeah.
$500 and get
Totally
that
worth
package.
it.
And I would advise people to get it now because that's going to be sold out very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Well,
Totally worth it.
Sam and Patty we know, but Sebastian we don't know as well. We know them, you know. But that's interesting that weekend. That'd be a fun
Very
weekend.
cool.
It's definitely going to be a fun weekend because instead of going on a tour 2 locations,
Mhm.
they are actually letting John Zappas, Father Sebastian, Patty Negre lead investigations into haunted places.
Very cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're fans here. I love Sam. So do I.
Yeah, Sam. I mean, yeah, Sam's a good guy.
He's a friend.
Investigations.
Sam's a
That's-
great guy. That's all great people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Jeannie, do you have a question?
No, I was going to ask about.
no,
Yeah.
he has a podcast too, so he might end up asking us questions.
Okay.
Look what his
Yeah.
look what his thing under his name says.
What?
Can you read
Oh,
it?
are you telling me that? Because I always, every week, I usually put something under my name that a
Yeah.
different thing.
Hey, I just asked questions.
He likes to say I'm a vampire because I'm so pale. So sometimes I put might be a vampire just to see if people actually read it.
Mary Beth likes John Zappas. She said John Zappas is a hoot.
He is a hoot.
Yeah.
He is a
He was
hoot.
actually on my show. My birthday was on Thursday last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a show, and I did a live show. John Zappas was there for the entire show. I had 10 windows open with 10 people in there. They were all going in and out. John stayed for the entire show.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very nice. And yeah, he told me I have a doppelganger, which is something I've never heard before. But I think what he meant is he knew somebody who looked like me. I was like, John,
okay.
I don't think that's a doppelganger. I just think that's another live person who looks like me. So we had a laugh about it.
That's one thing they do have at the Allen house that the Ghost Brothers did not cover. He said something about it, and they kind of looked around for doppelgangers. And I can tell you what causes it. The main spirit up there, she's a lady who committed suicide, cyanide poisoning. She didn't take enough of it and kind of mixed it with stuff, so it took her a couple of days to pass away. And that's not the most comfortable thing. Alone in a room.
No.
But she tires out quickly. People go in there on tour and start talking to her. She will be exhausted really quick and stop talking. Her son, however, he died when he was 21, 22 years old. He was actually in New York City working as a journalist. But he's actually buried down there. He is a jokester. So I'm thinking he's the one that's making the doppelgangers just to have a good laugh with the Stewart family that lives in there.
Okay. That would be a prankster kind of thing, a trickster.
Yes, it would. Because they've had instances where he appears as the husband, just walking through a room. The wife will call after him, and the husband's really outside.
Oh.
And they've done it the other way around in reverse, where he'll look like her, and the husband's looking at her, thinking he's looking at his wife, and she's pulling in the driveway where she'd been gone.
That is funny. That is a funny trick.
That's hilarious.
Have you seen anything like that yourself, personally?
I've had some interesting things with Alan. His name is Alan, by the way. He's actually his last name, but they didn't like him having the last name of Liddell's, the main spirit.
I remember.
Her husband. So they just call him Alan, basically the last name.
Right.
And I was in their dining room in a tour walkthrough. But 8-9 people come walking to the dining room. One guy, remember this is Arkansas, it's also Halloween. A guy walks in with a baseball cap. Typical Arkansan male. You know, kind of a flannel shirt. You know, long sleeve shirts,
Okay.
Halloween. Something wasn't hot. He had a baseball cap on, but the only one on the tour wearing a cap. I said, Alan, can you give me the name of the gentleman wearing the baseball cap? Immediately, his name came out on the equipment.
Wow.
Wow.
The guy stopped, froze, the mouth came open. He ran out of the room, ran out of the house, got his car and left.
No.
Well, you hear screeching
left?
wheel.
He was gone.
He turned around and screeching wheels. That's it.
I guess a little too personal. Wow.
Yes. Well, we've all heard our name over, that's being said
For
over
sure. Yes.
Ghost Box session, an
Yes.
Oculus, whatever piece of equipment you're using. And we all say, okay, that's cool. That's my name. But a first time person, just going on a tour, he's not trying to act tough. I'm not scared. I'm in a haunted house.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then to have your name mentioned like that.
That's funny.
It's hilarious.
I find that funny that
It's funny that he
people
left.
so into it until something happens to them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they're gone. I know this one guy, I'm not saying his name, but he went out and bought almost $1,000 worth of equipment, from cameras to, the night vision cameras, to all the different equipment at that time.
Right.
And he came out on investigations with us quite a few times and stuff. We went to Gettysburg. We went to this one place, and we down the basement, and a little girl came up to him. And he was like, "Who's the little girl?" And we're like, "What little girl?"
Oh no.
He was out of that place so fast, and I never seen him again.
No, really?
Yeah.
Like he didn't even go back.
He didn't go back at all. He didn't come back or nothing. I spoke to him on the phone. What happened? And we did go on a little couple of ventures after that, but he was gone. He spent at least $1,000. He just got like some kind of loss settlement. So he spent $1,000 on all this expensive cameras and all this stuff.
Did he give it to you?
No. I told him to.
Yeah. I would have been like, I'll take it.
You
could say my name all you want.
It's like, hey.
Now, I was in, you've heard of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery near Chicago, right?
Yes.
I haven't heard that.
Okay, it's one of the most haunted small cemeteries in North America.
Right.
Because it was abandoned, allowed to grow up. It was vandalized. Some people nearly dug up graves there. And then the county came in and said, okay, this place is closed. It's abandoned. If you want your family member moved, you have to pay for it, but you can come get your family member. And about half the graves were exhumed.
Okay.
And then it was vandalized, painted over. It was a miserable place. They're now taking better care of it. The county finally admitted they own it. The Cook County, you know how big city is. Chicago doesn't have that much money. Cook County's broke. They finally admitted they owned it. And Mary Beth knows of Bachelor's Grove.
Yeah.
Let's look at that.
I found out who the main spirit is there.
Oh, you figured it out?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, do tell.
Okay.
Or do you not want to tell us?
You've seen the ghost picture, right? The lady on the stone?
The lady on the stone. Yeah, that's how I know it.
Dale Kazmarek was investigating with his group, Ghost Research Society. I got to give him, they have copyright. Judy Huff was the photographer. They have co-copyright on that photo. So I can talk about it. I can show it without violating copyright.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Cook County has a lot of people living there. You got about 3 million people in Chicago, and you got about 4 to 5 million people living in Cook County outside Chicago.
Yeah.
So you got about 6-7 million people living in the Chicago metro area. Well, it's like New York. How many people live in New York City, and how many people live in the metro area?
New York doubled within the last couple of years. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people living in the metro area.
I'm surprised I hadn't
I live in
sent
the
so
metro
many people
area.
there. Yeah.
But anyway, I was there. I figured out who the ghost was.
Yes.
It's,
How did you do it? Can you tell us the story?
Let's hear the ghost.
I went to Amelia. Her name is Amelia Patrick, and her wedding to John Humphrey. And I got a picture of their wedding picture at the Humphrey house, which is a house that John Humphrey built in a nearby town. And in the pictures they showed, it's no longer open for public viewing, but they kind of opened up like a museum for a few years to put a little bit of money, but they didn't make enough money, and they shut that down now. But there was also a picture of their firstborn child, not of the child, but of the note. The child died at 11 months, 4 days old, and she's buried at Bachelor's Grove. All that was Amelia Patrick Humphrey going to get the spirit of her firstborn child that is still buried in Bachelor's Grove, because there was no Humphreys or Patricks living in the area when they exhumed the graves back in 1988. So she was coming there every night to get the spirit of her 11-month-old child and get her out. But I was in process of investigating that, interacting with the child and Amelia, and this married couple walked in, newlyweds, been married a couple of years. The woman had a newborn child. I mean, the child was only about this long, so probably just a matter of 2 or 3 months on that one of those plaques in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And they came walking in, and I had an assistant working with me. She was writing down every word we heard.
Okay.
And compare in the timestamp.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything was happening. Then she wrote down a word, a name that we heard, the time, and the fact that a couple walked in the gate. And all this happened right at the same time. They walked in, and I said, what are your names? And they gave me his and her name. Nope, we didn't hear that. We didn't hear one of those names. And they kept walking. They walked around the cemetery. They're coming back by, and we double-checked the time and realized there was this name said when they walked in the gate. And I said, oh, my God, the child. We didn't ask the child. So I said, what is the name of your child?
Right.
It was the name she wrote down 15 minutes before when they walked into the gate.
No way.
Oh, wow.
I told them that. They froze. Then all of a sudden, he bolts.
Yeah, I was going to say.
His wife is sitting there, baby on the front. And she freezes, then realizes the hubby's gone. He was out of the cemetery by this point.
Nice.
And she's walking as fast as she can waddle with that baby on her chest.
Oh my God.
And he's 100 feet past the gate on his way out. And she's running as fast as she can to
oh my God, he left them?
Yeah, he left them.
Horrible. Come on.
Oh, man.
What a gentleman.
Oh, yeah, I know. Whoop, I'm out of here. Honey, you're on your own.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Love you. Love you and the baby. Nice knowing you. Bye.
I was doing the same thing at the same place.
Goodness gracious.
Talking back and forth with Amelia.
That's true. He's a loser. That's a
and
good
Libby
one.
May was the child's name, Libby May. And this family of 4 walks in. And 1 girl, 2 girls. There was 1 girl, 13, 14. I'm not good at guessing ages, especially with children.
Yeah. It's so hard these days.
I've never had any of my own, so it's hard for me to gauge ages. So I'm guessing
it's
here.
It's hard anyway.
12 to 14. 12 to 14, let's say. Okay. The other child was probably at least 9, maybe 10 or 11, but somewhere in that range. And they come up, what are y'all doing? And I explained it. So they sat there quiet, listening. And the woman actually could see Amelia, the outline, standing there by the Patrick Stone where her child was buried. She could
Wow.
actually see Amelia. And she said,
Incredible.
Amelia's right there. She's standing right there. And he very strange, he balled up his fist, put his fist like this on his head, and started running in circles. Then he stopped and looked, and she said, again, can't you see her? She's right there by that stone. She's right there looking at us.
Oh my gosh.
He never moved his fist, started running around in a circle again, and then ran out of the cemetery. Wife and two young girls standing there. And they all ran out to catch him. And by the time I walked over to the front gate of the cemetery, they were gone. They were out of sight.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I gotta go investigate you because I love to hear screeching of wheels as they leave.
I know.
It's like every investigation.
Quieter for us.
Leaving.
Yeah. But I mean, this woman, obviously, she was, a pretty strong sensitive.
Apparently she was. I didn't get a chance to talk to her after that because I was trying not to laugh out loud at the guy running circles with his fist on his temples.
Yeah, because everybody seems to run out on you, Len. Wow.
I had one in New Orleans at the old wax museum where a guy was giving his name and saying he was right there because this guy he was on a tour, had a K2 meter. He'd never used one, but he had it in front of him.
Oh, I love it.
We were in the place with no power.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't picking up. There was no transformer. There was no outside power. There was no power on the old elevator we were going in. All that was shut down. There was no lights in the room adjoining that you enter the elevator from. All the power up there was shut down. So the K2 meter was going off. He accused me of doing it. He said, it's got to be your cell phone. So my cell phone was turned off. I was not expecting any calls. Didn't want any calls. It was slam off. He put it next to my cell phone. Didn't do anything. He got to be something on you. So he started running up and down with the K2 meter. Go like this.
Right. No, that's smart though. I mean, not that he accused you, but it's good to check.
Well, I didn't have a problem with it.
No, yeah, always good.
He was grabbing me. He was just running a K2 meter over me.
Yeah.
Nothing. Then he held it right there in front of me and nothing. He backed off to where he was standing before. It lit up and stayed lit up. So I asked, who is standing next to him? I said, what is your name? He gave me his name. I don't remember exactly what his name was. I shouldn't say his name anyway. And they said, Fred is. Fred was the ghost we were talking to. And it was a female voice that said, Fred is.
Wow.
I said, Fred, are you standing by, and I called his name again. Maybe call him name redacted here.
No, you don't have to redact on the YouTube.
And he started backing off.
I call him all kinds of stuff. Go for it. I'm kidding.
This guy didn't want to be on the elevator anymore. And he was backing and leaving his fiance standing there.
No, what is with these men?
What's with those guys?
Anthony's like, these guys.
Hey, what's going on with you two?
I had the same thing happen at the Roth House, which is south of Chicago, about an hour south of Chicago.
I'd love to get that on video.
And this I actually got on video somewhere if I could find it. Got so many videos, I don't know where stuff is. I need to concentrate for about a week and find this. But we were outside, and several children died outside the Roth House. That's not known that much. And we were contacting several children, and I asked one of the children Just one lady was there. She had very long hair down to her waist.
Mm.
And I asked a child, if you're here, can you pull, and I named her name, her hair, just slightly, just to let her know you're standing right there. Her fiance backed off about 10 or 20 feet. He was leaving her standing right there while he was standing 20 feet away.
That's so crazy.
Oh boy, I love it. You mean you should get all that together, make like a big blooper reel.
Be hilarious. Yeah, and the outtake.
You see the guy screaming, the guy with the head thing, and put like Benny Hill,
Lady with the
Benny Hill
baby.
music behind him. You know?
Oh, that would be funny with that music.
Yeah, the Benny Hill music. I go do 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 do.
What is with these guys?
Oh man, I love it.
So I've had a few laughs in murder investigations.
I bet.
You gotta laugh. You have to laugh. You know, that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
People take this too serious sometimes. You know, you gotta laugh because the more positive energy you bring to an investigation, the more you get out of it.
If you got the positive thing and you're there having a good time, having a few laughs, the spirits get more interactive.
Yes.
You got to create some kind of energy. And some people go the negative way and start talking bad about the spirits and talking about how big and tough they are.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come get me. Shut up.
like Ghost Adventures does. They want to go 3 rounds in a ring with the ghost.
Get you, come and get me. Then as soon as I get touched, oh, stop it.
Yeah. they're running away like a 5-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. But
some 5-year-old girls just stand there and take it.
On some of these shows, you watch it, and then all somebody goes, and runs away, and you start laughing. It's like you want to see that on the show because that's more realistic than what they have in the show. A lot of times they go in big and brave and stuff. They don't show the moment they get scared.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny.
Like they don't show the dude run moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, like on Ghost Adventures the first year.
Yeah. Or whatever. Ghost Hunters, right? Dude, run.
Dude,
yeah,
run!
I was doing once in a little history of the place. For 90 years on the edge of Chinatown, it was a mortuary.
Okay.
They actually did funerals and some gangland funerals.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you what street it was on. It was on the corner of 26th Street and Wentworth. I mentioned that if you've done any kind of research on Al Capone, when Al Capone
is that the massacre?
Was sent from New York to Chicago, it was the 26th Street gang he took over. Yeah, that Al Capone took over when he first got there, the 26th Street gang. They were based just a few doors down from where this mortuary was.
Okay.
Oh.
Big time gangland. In fact, they turned it into a bar when the mortuary moved out and built another location, bigger, nicer location. And it was run by an Italian, of course, and he was actually having to pay a little bit of mob protection money.
Yeah, well, back then everybody had a little, especially at a mortuary. You gotta get rid of a body or two. Hey, you know what's the best guy? You put him under a guy,
money, and you're laundering bodies
on top of a guy, and throw him in, and boom.
Mm-hmm. And in
nobody,
I think it was June 1956, a month before I was born, getting close to your birthday, Janine. They had a funeral for Bruno Rodi. Again, if you do research on Al Capone, Bruno Rodi was Al Capone's favorite bomber.
Oh, really?
He wanted a building blown up. He wanted a car blown up. He called Bruno.
Bruno the bomber.
And his funeral, they had miles of cars at his funeral.
Really?
And his funeral was in this mortuary.
So his funeral wasn't a bomb?
No, it was a big smash hit.
Oh my God.
Hey, you open the door, I'll walk through it.
That was bad, Anthony.
Hey, everybody's showing, Nicky the Neck and
Oh my
Charlie's
God.
Donuts, bag of donuts, and
Joey Bag of Donuts.
His
Paying
son
the
was actually
respects.
called the Stick Roadie.
Stick Roadie.
Yeah, because when you had a problem with you, he broke your leg with a
Oh.
Oh,
stick.
we call it kneecap.
A little bit of mob history there.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey,
Yeah.
so
And
the old kneecap. Oh,
But
I can honestly say that Anthony has threatened to break my kneecaps more than once. So
yeah. Well, that was,
But-
I never threatened to hurt you.
it's just what you do. It's what you do.
No, hey,
I was
never
investigating
threatened to hurt you ever.
one night. Was investigating with a team, and they had a full-blown skeptic on the team.
Okay, I love those guys.
And the head of the team,
too.
you remember years ago, they had the thing about that big. They called it a ghost meter. Transparent. You could buy them all day long for $10.
He's got it. He's got it. So
Exactly
do I.
that. Exactly that right there.
And it still works.
Exactly that. Thank you for
It's
pulling
funny
that
'cause I
up.
have it on my desk over here. This was my friend that drew the thing that passed. That was his wife gave this to me.
Ghost
one of the
Meter
things.
Pro. That's
He
what
was
it was.
selling these things to people.
Mhm.
Ghost Meter Pro, yeah.
I had one.
But it was close to Halloween, so they had a Halloween display on their small stage. Now, the stage for the bar was where if you came in there with a small band, you got up on that stage, and that's where you played your music.
Okay.
When it was a mortuary, it's where they displayed the dead bodies.
Okay.
You always sit in the room,
Mhm.
and you're looking at the casket that's open, closed, whatever.
Yeah.
If the guy shot in the chest, it was open casket. The guy shot in the face, closed casket.
Yeah,
We're talking about a mob mortuary here. But they had a casket with a skeleton in it, plastic skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
And she had that meter. Instead of flashing it like you did, she had it turned on.
Okay.
And it was sitting there flashing. It had been flashing for about 15 minutes in that casket. And the skeptic came up. First, the head of the team, showed, look at this. It's been flashing 10, 15 minutes now. What do you say to that? He says, I tell you what, if you can, on request, tell that spirit that's supposedly making that thing flash to stop making it flash on command, I'll believe you. Turned around, started walking to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did have a bartender there. She would serve soft drinks until we were done with the investigation. Then the mixed drinks came out. This is a horrible investigation, right? We had pizza to eat during the investigation, had all the Coke we could drink or sum up whatever you wanted during the investigation. And as soon as we said, okay, investigation over, out come the alcohol poured in your cup of Coke. But anyway, he turned around, was walking back to his bar stool at the bar, got about halfway there, and she said, Spirit, can you please stop making my meter flash? And before he sat down, the meter shut off.
That's awesome.
He froze, stood back up. Okay, make us start flashing again. He said, Spirit, can you make my meter start flashing again? Boom, it started flashing again.
Love it. Yeah.
And he didn't speak to anybody the rest of the night. In fact, I think he left early.
Yeah. Another guy left. I find, Len, do you find that I find that when things aren't going off, I'm pleased because it really shows you that when they do, right? It's interesting. Yeah. Like I love it when things don't go off most of the night.
I've got null things. I've been to locations where I got completely null.
Right.
Absolutely.
Which is good. It's good.
It proves that what I have, I have.
Right. Exactly.
Because if I got results every time I turn a meter on a ghost box on, whatever I'm using, every time I turn it on, I got a reading or a voice. I would wonder about my own methods.
Exactly. You have to question it.
So I fully
Yeah.
agree with what you're saying.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. What's the equipment that you prefer to use? Like what's in your go bag if you have a go bag?
Okay. Have you ever heard of Echo Box?
Yes.
Yes.
I use that,
Oh, perfect.
and I've also got a spirit box. I've got a couple of them. I've got a couple of different ghost boxes I use. I got the SB7.
That's what
This
Yes.
is also a custom made ghost box.
That's nice.
This is actually
I love.
rechargeable in the not the new cell phones, but the older cell phones
Yeah.
with a smaller
The
plug.
small. Yeah.
Right here, and I can recharge the radio here. I've got it over here. I can switch it on and off. I can also, turn either make it faster or slower with the scan.
Nice.
And what's nice, it's got lights on it somewhere. I'm in the dark. Yeah, there it is. Probably need
That
to
is
charge
nice. Oh, that is nice.
That is a nice one. I like that.
Is it FM or AM or both?
This is AM.
Okay, I prefer the AM.
Well,
Yes, I do too, because you can hear music and you don't know what you're hearing when you hear the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madonna's sitting there singing, or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, telling what you said. Especially you got some rap music where they're just basically talking.
Yes.
Where AM, if you especially turn it high, you don't have that many AM radio
Exactly.
stations.
I agree.
I don't raise the antenna. I could use this as a radio by slowing it down and putting the antenna up, but I keep it around for emergencies. But I turn it fast especially on AM. If you hear a full word, even if it's only a 4 or 5 letter word, there's no way that can be done at a high speed scan.
No.
Ghost Tube.
That's an app. Is that an app? Ghost Tube?
Yeah.
Personally, I've never had that used in front of me. I don't know anything about it, so I can't comment.
I'm not much with the. I'm not crazy about phone apps. I do use a couple of them, but mostly like what's that one we used that time?
Mostly you sit there with 17 cameras on you.
Yeah, I'm a camera person. I like my camera
guy.
And what I do with Echo Box, I don't use a phone. I use a pad.
The tablet, yes.
Yeah, no internet connected to this. This is about 11-year-old pad. I don't have connected internet. I don't have a phone connected to it.
Right.
And that's what I use. Instead of using a phone with something connected to it. Because again, on investigations, I turn my phone off. I do not want a phone call. But of course, I turn it back on when when I need an Uber to go home or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you have something like that. You when you use that, you don't use a hotspot for that. You just put that on and that's it.
Right.
So I know people that use the hotspot on it, and it defeats the purpose because the hotspot is still when you have anything like a pad or anything, there's always a rotation of signals coming in because you have to keep the right time. You have to keep everything. And that's how it does it, by having these things come in. So if you don't have that, you'll be fine.
Right.
There's always programs running or something like that. So if you don't have a hotspot, it just like that. See, I like stuff like that because a lot of people don't use that now. They use their cell phones or something that has some kind of waves going through it. But something like that, very hard to debug.
Yeah, pad's got nothing. It picks up no waves, nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, some people put K2s and males too close together.
Yeah.
And I do not like using a K2 and a male in the same room. I want them to be at least a wall between those two.
That's
It's
smart.
not a whole floor. You want to use a male here, fine, but you want to use that K2, go upstairs.
Yeah.
Go somewhere besides
K2,
here.
That's a good rule.
A couple of things with K2. I mean, I was doing it at by LaGuardia Airport. I was doing it in private resident right off by LaGuardia Airport by my house. And where we were is like the tower, and the way the planes they start driving to where they're going to start and take off, and there's a heliport right there too.
Taxiing.
Taxiing to the to the thing where it goes up and it flies. You know what I'm saying?
Taxiing. Right. Yeah.
So, I was doing this person. We're doing the house, and the K2. And we had a couple K2s, and they kept on going to like orange. It's like there's something trying to get through. All of a sudden, they start going to red, then back to orange. And every couple of minutes, and so we start like 15 minutes for the yellow, and then like a half hour for reds. It's like, then I said, okay, let's be quiet and just listen. Let's listen. The helicopter going overhead made the K2 go orange. And when they taxied the plane to the tarmacs or something, as they went to there, as you can hear the plane starting to rev their engines, all of a sudden it go into red. So I'm like, wow, that was waves from something totally different.
Yep.
The helicopter and planes, and the plane's like maybe a quarter mile down the road or so, maybe so, and it's affecting here. So I'm thinking about, now we're doing this thing for this woman's investigation, and she's getting, she feels weird and all this stuff. Maybe that's affecting her now. If it's affecting K2, it's affecting her.
Sure.
Power lines affect you. That's EMF.
Mm-hmm.
And leaky wires will affect you. Now, in that place I'm talking about, the old mortuary, very old building, obviously.
Yes.
Well over 100 years old. It had very leaky wiring. If you go close to the breaker box, every meter you got's going to go off.
Yeah. And you could feel sick.
But she had, the casket was far enough away and kind of had a little bit of a wall there.
Right.
If you back away from the breaker box, your meters will go off. But if you're approaching that, your meters will go off. But the everything's a two-edged sword. It also gives, it's like the amplifiers that you can put down, REM pods. What is it? I forget what it is. It puts out power. I never used one.
The EM pump.
The EM pod.
The pumps.
Pump.
Yeah.
It's called a pump.
Pumps.
Yeah,
that's where I was thinking, like a pump.
Yeah, pump.
They create EMF, and of course, that's going to set your meters off.
Mm-hmm.
But spirits can use that power pod, or they can go over across that breaker box, and it can appear. And that's what's appearing in this bar. That's why we were there, because they had a shadow figure that would appear on the ceiling or sometimes walking around. And Anthony, if you'll find that picture I sent you, it's actually got me in the foreground in profile, because I was walking through the photo when it was taken.
Okay.
I'm trying to find which one is which, because I did not mark. Nope.
That's the Pirate Bar in New Orleans.
Is it one of the
It's kind of weirdly colored. That's a little Laura house. That one right there.
That's it. Because you're
in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I see it.
There's a person standing on the stage with a camera. That's a mirror behind her, so you can see her light and the light of the camera, the flash of the camera that took the picture. It'll obviously infrared camera. But look inside that circle.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I saw it right away. Yeah,
you can see that right away.
You can't see through it.
Yeah, I mean the shape.
That's a shadow. That's definitely a shadow figure, because shadow figures are usually dark and then dark.
Yes, that is either a shadow figure stepping up onto the stage from the floor. It's only about a 6-inch high stage, or we call it the drummer, because it's like he's sitting down playing the drums.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know something that it could be. I play drums, so I mean that's a position I'm
Yeah.
in. Yeah, that could be a
Oh,
drummer
yeah.
too. Yeah.
For sure. You can see that with the
Mhm.
shoulders, the way the shoulders are.
And
Yeah.
that's the bar that was in the former mortuary.
Oh
It
wow.
looks like
Yeah. You know, and the interesting part about that is that yeah, it does look like Bigfoot.
it does.
But you know, if he's saying this, sitting down playing drums, I could see that position being done.
It's a Bigfoot drummer.
Yeah, it's a little foot.
That's what it is.
But yeah, you know, that's very interesting, and you can see it's not her any reflection, like any
Yeah.
light behind her, because the way she's positioned with the camera upward, and she's standing there. You know, you can see it's not her at all. That's very
Right.
good catch there.
And you can see the flash, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's very good. I like that. That's
So
interesting.
that's the place I was telling you about, the mortuary and the bar.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm loving that. I think we need a location like that. No.
Yeah,
Well,
in the mortuary.
in Chicago, you can't investigate there anymore because the bar just completely shut down. He bought another bar elsewhere
Oh,
Mhm.
because this one, we were talking about my wife a while ago. Does she investigate with me? She has been to several haunted places with me, but not investigating. She
Okay.
would not go to the restroom in that bar.
really?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Even when they were open, you know, we'd be there early and you're sitting there talking. She would not. She would hold it.
Wow.
And you know, Jeannie, that's not the easiest thing for a woman to do is hold it
No,
for 2,
gosh,
3,
no.
4 hours,
We don't
especially
do
when you're
that.
down a couple of coats.
No, forget it. We don't do that. We go to the ladies' room over and over.
He would not go
Together.
in there because 1, it was creepy. 2, the people that did it, you've got a convention center just a mile or so away from the bar,
Wow.
basically cross the expressway. And a lot of the workers there would come in after convention when they've set up all the tables, and we're talking about hundreds of tables and maybe thousands of chairs for an event.
Wow.
Big
Yeah,
place, Chicago, and they would come there, and of course they were getting union. They were getting, even back then, they were getting $30, $35, $50 an hour.
Wow.
So where would they go? They would go to this bar with a lot of cocaine on them and
Sure.
do lines of cocaine on the counters in the bathroom, both the men's and the women's.
Mm-hmm.
You could literally go in there and put your nose on the counter in either restroom and get high.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, that was the era
Oh.
too.
Go in there and get your teeth done.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not that I know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No.
No,
we
no,
didn't.
no,
We
no. No,
No.
I did party through the 80s, so no, I had no idea about any of that stuff.
No, it's true though.
The
So
late
it was
70s to
just-
80s, you know, I know.
Yeah. He doesn't
I had no
remember.
idea.
No, it's kind of a seedy thing, and you often hear of restrooms being areas that really have intense activity, and I think
Mhm.
there's a reason for that. There's
Yeah, well-
some underworld kind of things that go on in restrooms.
Mhm.
Well, if I go to those restrooms, I can exercise all the ghosts. Very quickly.
Well, the first time we were actually investigating here, before we did an official investigation, young lady that was in the group, the first group I was with in Chicago,
Mhm.
borrowed my camera and went to the ladies' room. I said, okay, the bar is open. I'm not going to stand in the women's restroom and have somebody hold the door open for me to show a guy's in there in case a girl's got to go. You know, that's just not, that's
Especially
bad.
with the camera.
Right, it's not an abandoned place.
I
right.
gave her the camera where she could go in there. She was showing the stall, and it's not an orb. It was a light anomaly. It was long and had a tail.
Oh,
It looked like a tadpole.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Came out of the wall above the toilet, swam, the little tail flipping, to in the center of the door, and then came right toward her and went to the camera lens and disappeared.
Oh, wow.
word her. Wow. That's threatening.
Yeah, yes, it was.
That's
It's
crazy.
never fun when something is coming at you,
It,
right?
it got right to the lens where it
Right.
started to get blurry because it couldn't focus on it, and it
Mhm.
just vanished. So something trying to intimidate her.
Ghost tadpole. Yeah, no, really.
Or maybe it's a ghost something else that swims like that.
Yeah, that's what Mary Beth said, I think.
That was an
You guys
interesting
are all
thing.
thinking the
Now-
same way.
I'm
Now,
thinking-
Anthony, you threw
9
up a
o'clock, and
picture.
we all went down the drain. We all went down the
Yeah, we
drain
went
here.
through, our minds went somewhere else on that one.
Yeah, seriously.
What do you tell? But
Bathrooms seem to be a popular place to do cocaine. I mean, we've got a director of health right now that says he used to do drugs off a bathroom toilet.
That's right.
Off the seat.
Yeah, they were real. That's a good place to investigate. These were like seedy places, you know?
yeah, I mean,
Um,
I know people that did that stuff and then did each other during.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
I mean, I've been in some seedy clubs, and so yeah, they
Okay. Adam's making
mirrors
laugh.
off the
So,
walls and stuff like. I don't know anything about that.
so
What I was going to say is that a while ago you threw up a picture that looked
Okay.
like chairs sitting in a circle.
yes.
Circle.
Yeah.
Oh, the chairs in a
Chairs.
circle. I can see that
Yeah.
one.
Okay,
See,
go
you
ahead
know
and
what
put
it is?
that up.
You tell me about these pictures, and they're like this big.
Yeah, they're
Right.
teeny.
They're like half inch by half inch.
There you go. This is in back one of the places that will be investigated by the CEO of the network I'm on, All Access Network TV. She
yeah.
will be leading an investigation to this location live. I will be filming it live on the network.
You can
This
make
is behind
Lila. I always say her name wrong.
Litriana. We just call her Lee.
Yeah. Well, we just
This
had
is
Gwen on a
behind-
couple of weeks ago. You know that Gwen was on the show
Uh-huh.
a couple of weeks ago.
This is behind an old voodoo shop.
You know, I when I seen this, look at the wall on the far side. It looks like an upside down cross.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I was looking at that. It's like, oh, that's interesting. And
Oh,
she's going live here.
I will be filming what she does live
Awesome.
on either Friday or Saturday night of the Paracon.
From
fact,
New Orleans.
Chris Talley, who is the money behind it, his wife Jennifer Talley is the face of that Paracon. He wants me throwing up live everything I can. Now, if I've got the permission of, if John Zappis says you can film my investigation here, I'm going to be recording it live. Lee has already said I can. Obviously, it's her network. She's going to throw it live on her network, and I'll be behind the camera.
This is interesting because back in the far corner, behind that, I don't know what that is back there. I guess wood.
Wait, left
whatever.
or right? Left or right?
On
Anthony?
the right side, there's like a silver thing and looks like a debris. There's a child looking out from behind there.
Well, you see a child.
Yeah, I still do. Of course, I see a child.
Those of us who don't see anything are not seeing a child, but you see.
There is a little bit of a nasty spirit back here. Chris does not on his usual tours does not allow people back there. He can investigate back there. He can take people back there. And with Lee, we probably will go back there. Obviously, I've been back there before. But you don't want to send people on a tour back there because there are growls. It's a creepy feeling. You turn all the lights out, people are going to want to turn their flashlights on really quick because it's a really, really creepy feeling back there. The main spirit in that building it was a drug overdose in Chicago, of all places. And we're trying to get him to admit that it was either an accidental overdose or whether somebody wanted to get rid of him and caused him to overdose.
How old was the guy? Because I see like a 13-year-old boy peeping out from those back there.
Well, there's several spirits there. That house has been occupied since the 1700s.
Wow.
That house in front of it was where the slaves stayed. Where the voodoo shop is was the main house where the people lived.
Mhm.
The house behind it, which is this circle was behind there. That was the well.
Oh, that's a well there?
That was the well.
Oh, I thought it was like a fire pit.
No, it's a well.
That
And
was
you
a
have
well
like
originally.
it's like a shrine.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Yeah. Yeah, I can see candles on there and different
Yeah,
things. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
cool.
That's wow.
Well,
That's
wells are always creepy.
well. There's the water aspect of it. Is there still water down there? Is it underground spring?
This is New Orleans.
Okay.
A
All right.
a few things about New Orleans for people who don't know.
Yeah.
Most the French Quarter is built on the high spot of the area, the highest spot, which is about this far above sea level.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it is below sea level.
Yeah.
You're looking at probably that location, maybe about a foot or so, actually below sea level. So as far as water back there goes, you can send your 5-year-old grandchild back there with a metal spade that you use in your garden,
yeah.
and they can sit there and poke the ground a few times and dig a small hole and strike water.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they have the above ground burials, the tombs, because you can't bury people in a grave, because time you get a few inches down, you're in water.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You're looking at a Dutch woman here, so yes, I get it. We
Yes.
understand what it's like to build underwater. Right.
So
Below
that's
sea
New Orleans.
level.
That's New Orleans.
Same thing as
Yeah.
Amsterdam. Yeah.
And that's why you had so many people die down there, and that's why the whole place is a cemetery. That's why it's haunted. Thousands of people died. You remember you had the battle in New Orleans where hundreds of British soldiers were killed just across the river from downtown New Orleans. And you've had yellow fever outbreaks. You had 2 major fires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, burning down the whole town. Yes.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they, who was that? Tara Thompson. Yes.
Yeah.
They tried to bury people in the ground, but even when it hadn't rained for a while, and they managed to dig a hole where there wasn't water,
Mm-hmm.
the first time it rained, they floated up.
Yeah.
She made a very good point there. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. Very good. It's right out of Poltergeist.
I got more pictures here I want to show because I don't want to run out of time. It's already quarter.
Yeah, I have a couple questions for you, Len, too, that I want to get to.
If he's looking for something, go ahead.
What do you have a locate? This is actually a question that our co-host Kim likes to ask, so I'm going to do it on her behalf. Do you have a location that is kind of a location that calls to you, that not necessarily a favorite, but one that really calls out to you, that you feel like you need to go to?
That I need to go to or I have been to?
Well, do you feel drawn to it?
Well, that changes with my locations. Remember, I've investigated in Chicago. I've investigated north of Chicago, Illinois. I've investigated a couple places in Indiana. And of course, I've investigated here in Arkansas and investigated quite a few places down in New Orleans. So as far as calling.
Right. Like, is there one that really you feel connected to in a certain way for some reason or anything like that?
Actually, there's several. It used to be, during the research of that Bachelor's Grove.
Yeah.
It called to me, and I was spending hours there. And one time, I realized I'd gone there 21, 22 days in a row.
That's exactly what I meant.
Spent 4, 5 to 6 hours per day there.
Wow.
For 3 weeks.
Wow.
And I'm one of the very few people, because the Forest Reserve doesn't like you walking through the Forest Reserve.
Right.
My beef with them is the cemetery closes at dusk in the state of Illinois.
Yeah.
So you couldn't walk through the Forest Reserve. You couldn't get to the cemetery without hitting the Forest Reserve. And they had a dusk to dawn. You can't go in there.
Right.
Mhm.
Illinois had you can't be in there past dusk in a cemetery. My
Mhm.
point was
Same way in New York.
one,
Yeah.
Cook County was not claiming ownership of the cemetery because they didn't have insurance. If somebody fell off a headstone and hurt themselves, uh, they were denying ownership so they wouldn't be sued and didn't have to have an insurance policy on it.
Hmm.
You know how big cities operate.
I didn't think of that.
And
Yeah, but in New York as well, they
Mhm.
close at dusk, right? Like 4 o'clock, even
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
My discussion
In the
was
city, we close at 4 o'clock.
it's a disowned cemetery. You don't claim you own it. There
Right.
hadn't been a burial there in 25 years.
Mhm.
Can you actually lock up somebody for being in a cemetery after hours?
If there's
If
no
you're really
ownership,
That's a
I
court
guess.
case.
Yeah, but
And
why?
so I decided I'd call them on it. The wife dropped me off there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. She was told to pick me back up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God. Did you have a
I
meeting
went in
place?
one of the most haunted cemeteries in the United States and stayed there by myself from dusk to dawn.
Superstar. I love it.
awesome.
I love it.
Awesome.
So if you can say that was a call out to me.
Yeah, that's something I
When
would
you
love
do-
to do.
I call that guerrilla investigating, when you just decide, well, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, and just everybody said, "Well, it's against the law." Does the dusk to dawn? One, I was
Ish.
not in the forest reserve after dark. I was.
We don't, all right, just for the record, we don't condone not following rules, but
Right. In this case, did I break a rule?
No, because there's no possession. Nobody owns the thing.
Yeah.
Nobody claims they own it.
Yeah.
I
And you're
mean,
hurting anyone.
And some people say all the bodies were exhumed.
Yeah.
There's no bodies there. Only half were exhumed, but some people say there's no bodies there.
Well,
there was bodies there. So had they caught me in there,
right.
I was going to make them tear it to court and have to admit, yes, we own it,
Oh my
but we
God.
don't have insurance on it.
They probably wouldn't say anything but, hey, move along. It's closed.
They probably would.
A warning.
Forest Preserve couldn't pull you out of the cemetery, not their jurisdiction.
Okay.
They would have to call a state trooper.
Oh my God.
If
Can
I
you
didn't come out of
imagine?
the cemetery, they would have had
What
to
are
call
you
a state
in
It's
for?
not my problem. It's their problem. And they're going to say,
No,
no,
I'm
it's
serious.
their problem.
Can you imagine?
It's going to be a finger pointing. It's not mine. It's yours. No, it's not mine. It's yours.
No,
It'd be a finger point.
Anthony.
And say, listen, get lost.
Anthony,
And
you're in jail next to somebody and you're like, what are you in for? I spent the night in the cemetery.
Yeah.
What are you in for? Murder.
Again,
What'd you do? I
knew
spent the
guys
night in the cemetery.
in my old neighborhood. I knew this one guy my age, and his parents threw him out. He was like homeless, and that's where he stayed in the cemetery. Yeah,
because it was safe.
He stayed in the cemetery, and I wasn't so safe because they had wild dogs in there. People used to take their dogs and just dump them in the cemetery.
Ooh,
really?
Yeah, it got so wild because riding your bicycle, they'd be chasing and everything. So they ended up have to. They were shooting them for a bit there. Yeah, because they got so wild that they were attacking people.
Right.
Because they were hungry and stuff. So so they had to.
Man, Queens is a crazy place.
One thing I didn't mention, talking about how I figured out that was Amelia Patrick as the ghost.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I was in the Humphrey house, and I was trying to get John to come out.
Okay.
And remember back in 150 years ago, in the 1860s, 1870s, men and women slept in different rooms. They had different bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I was in his room. On his bed, there sat a top hat.
Okay.
Not a prop. It was a real beaver skin top hat. But it was not one they found laying around in somebody's attic that they bought from them.
Right,
No,
right.
This was John Humphrey's hat.
Oh, wow.
His personal hat.
I can't believe they just put it out on the bed.
They just put it out on the bed, and I put it on my head as a trigger object.
Oh, lucky you.
Oh, wow.
John is 5'3", 5'4". He would probably lie to you and say he was about 5'3", 5'3" and a half.
Really? So tiny.
And I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that got him angry. He actually partially appeared in front of me and started walking toward me, trying to intimidate me.
I'm trying to reach you.
And I just kind of stood to the side, and he walked by me, walked into where a closet was, and disappeared.
Wow.
Well, he was trying his best to intimidate me. And when Amelia, of course, on the other side, they talk to each other. They see things. They know things. And she found out about it. And when I saw her, she would not let me film her. She would not speak to me. Anything, no contact. The next time I was there at dusk when she was appearing, she was laughing, thought it was hilarious, and allowed me to film her walking through the weeds, and you can see the weeds were moving where she passed by.
That's cool.
And that's how I got on her good side. And that's when I started talking to her child and her. Yes, she had a grudge. And I'll tell Tara why she had a grudge. They got married in 1863. The reason I picked out hers because I had a wedding. I took a picture of their wedding picture and matched it, put it side by side with a lady on the stone. They're wearing the same cotton picking dress. Amelia was appearing on that stone wearing her wedding dress, the big dots.
Oh, wow.
So I got looked side by side. Hairstyle's the same. The facial structure is the same. The dress is the same. And then Dale Kazmarek, who got the picture to start with, went in there and said, Amelia Humphrey, was that you sitting on the stone that Judy took the picture of? She said yes. And he got that on record.
Mm-hmm.
So it got verified by Dale Kazmarek, he did his first in-home investigation in 1972. Okay. And if he says he got something, he got something. I take him at his word. But she just thought that was hilarious, walking around with his hat on.
That's 1972. Wild.
Oh, but the grudge thing. They got married in 1863 during the Civil War. He became a state senator in Illinois and became the most powerful man in Cook County outside of Chicago.
Right.
And Anthony, you can vouch for this. If you live in the county and you're a state rep, state senator out in the county, what you say goes. He practically ran Cook County. If you wanted a railroad to go to your town, if you wanted a road built to your town, if you wanted access to water, whatever, you went to him. Mm-hmm. You usually gave him some money.
Yeah, like you grease it a little bit.
They still do that. You got to grease the wagon wheels.
Right. Well, you don't donate to their what do you call it? Voting their.
Like
their reelection campaign.
We have like a PAC, right?
Donate to their campaign. Here's $1 million towards the campaign. Mm-hmm. And we don't want nothing back, but
the corruption. Yeah,
you got this big bank account that everybody's contributing to, and you don't have anybody running against you because you're too powerful, and they know that they're going. They'll have the water and the lights shut off if they say I'm going to run.
Exactly.
Yeah, you go against me. Okay, listen. Here's my uncle and my cousin, Vinny and Vinny.
Oh God, Uncle
Vinny. That's what John Hunter was. Corrupt as hell.
Yeah.
And he hired a secretary. He immediately started having an affair with the secretary.
Oh, that'll do it. The old affair with the secretary.
To go mine.
Going back to Sarah's holding a grudge, that's on the living side. When Amelia passed away,
right?
6 months later, after she died, he married the secretary.
Oh no!
Had kids with her and moved her into the house that John built for Amelia.
Oh no! No, that'll do it.
I'm not done yet. In the cemetery where they're buried.
No way.
They couldn't put Libby May in their cemetery in the town he founded, by the way, because she died in 1865. The cemetery was not available for burial till 1869. So they put her in the Patrick family plot in Baxter's Grove. That's why she's there. But over in the cemetery where they're buried, you got John in the center. You got Amelia on one side. His second wife on the other side. And the kids that are buried locally with their next to their mother.
Right.
There's everybody there.
I mean, there's layers of reasons for her to be mad.
Yes. So that's just crazy. And you can go to look up John Humphrey on Find a Grave, and you'll see they got a nice little pillar there with their name on it. Then you see where he is, first wife, second wife, and the kids.
Yeah, no.
You have
And
pictures
also-
here. I want to show some of these pictures.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay,
Please.
so you can explain them because we're hour and a half in.
Yeah. It goes so
We're gonna half
fast.
hour.
Oh my
It
gosh.
goes
Go
too
ahead.
fast, yeah. Now,
Oh, wow.
where's this?
You've heard of the LaLaurie Mansion in New Orleans, hadn't you?
I've
Yeah.
been there. Yes.
That's the outside of it. That is the front of the LaLaurie Mansion.
Oh, wow.
So that if people don't know about it, her husband was a doctor, and they supposedly operated on slaves
Mhm.
and experimental stuff or horrible stuff. It was a horror story. I think it was that's more myth. But the kitchen caught on fire once, and they went in there and they found a slave that was manacled to the stove.
Right.
The slave was so mistreated that the slave set fire to the house.
Yeah.
Up
To
on
be
the top
repeated.
here, the top floor, you see where the light's hanging all
Yeah.
the way up?
Yep.
Is there somebody looking out the window up there?
I know it
There
looks
was-
like it. It looks like a
There
like the
was
shadow.
nobody in the house.
It
At
looks
the time
like
this
to me,
picture was
it looks
taken.
like somebody looking out that window.
In fact, I believe when this picture was taken, the house was for sale, and they just kept the lights on.
What wasn't it? That
That's
now
interesting.
I could be wrong, but wasn't there an area in the home where the the mistreatment was particularly bad? Like it wasn't it high up? Was it like in an attic kind of
in the
space?
attic in the top.
Yeah, it was all the attic.
So okay, so I do know the story. Okay, so it's so interesting that it's up high that Anthony's seeing that. I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, to me, it's very visible to see. You might be able, you could probably see it yourself. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
I mean, the way it looks to me, it looks like it's looking out the window, and it's past where the window. You see there's like all these different window frames going across.
Yeah.
The panes.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's looking past that because it looks like it's looking past the wood that's dividing it.
That house is amazing.
That's wild looking.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's
Here's another
definitely-
one.
Place to go.
Okay, this is weird. You remember the well shot we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
This is a few yards from the well. It's got stone legs. I think it's brick, with a great big single stone laid on top of it.
Yeah, I see the
on a plate
slab.
top. Very unlevel, as you can tell by just looking at it. It's not level,
Mhm.
so it looks less like a table and more like an altar.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That's why it's sloped for blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
great.
but it also it does look like an altar for sure.
Mhm.
Very creepy around that. What is the white tool? That is a millimeter.
Yes,
Mhm.
we love those.
The orange one is actually a speaker that I had connected to a ghost box.
Right?
Okay.
It's like a wire, like a speaker, wire. What do you call Bluetooth speaker?
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
it.
I kept them apart usually, but I put them together just to take a shot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think Bluetooth the millimeter doesn't turn
No.
affect it too much.
Well, you notice the millimeter is not going off.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, unless you had a RAM pod, because some millimeters have RAM pod. I have one like that, and it could
Right.
set it off. It has like a RAM pod, or like
Mhm.
like a K2 light type of thing on there. Um, but this looks interesting. That's slab. That's the first thing I noticed. Like, wow, even that brick against the wall, you can see it's old because of the color. I was in construction, so that's you see certain things, and that's old brick on that wall.
Mhm.
Anthony, what did you do for a living?
Electrician.
No. We have a joke on the show because he always talks about being a retired electrician. So
Well, I think that helped me with the field. No,
it helps you
I
a
mean,
lot.
EMF and like all these high places that have EMFs and stuff. You go to the panel, you see the panel's not grounded correctly. That's bringing EMF. It's
Among
the
other
panel.
things, I think it's
Uh,
immensely helpful that you were
I
a
saw
retired electrician.
I caught some very high EMF in a room I was investigating once, and I was following the stronger signal to the window. Looked out the window. There was a telephone pole there with 3 transformers attached to it.
Yeah, that'll do it. You know what? Here's one for you, Len. I had a tripwire, and we tried to figure out why it was going off at intervals, like you said. And it turned out that there were ambulances for whatever reason, I don't know why, going by at certain intervals. And every time the ambulances would go by with our radios, it set it off, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ambient set it off.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and put up some more of the pictures, Anthony.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
Here's the picture you looked for before.
That's the wife and I. We were
Oh, that's a
sitting in
good
one of
one.
the most popular places in New Orleans. That's a picture somebody took of us. I don't even remember who it was. Look in the background. There's a tree.
I'm looking at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it.
This place is quite haunted. This is a very ancient courtyard, again from the late 1700s.
Yeah, I see a shadow in the back there. That's what you're pointing out?
Yeah, you got. I've had different people pick up things back there. Kind of looks like a woman picking out from behind the tree. Also in the chair. Look at the chair on Gail's right shoulder
Yeah.
in the background.
Her right
Yeah.
shoulder. Okay. Yep, I see it. Why? What is that?
That is some very old brick.
Yeah, that is very old brick there.
Holy cow, that is old.
But
Like I said, 1700s, late 1700s.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can see how the grouting and everything else,
Mm-hmm.
how it was put back then. But that's a wild picture.
Yes, and that's a courtyard that everybody goes to. There's probably somebody sitting in that courtyard right now. There may be somebody sitting in those chairs right now.
Yeah, live or dead.
Yeah.
Either. Both. That's a creepy thought, both of them.
Here's another picture.
That's again in the Pirates Bar.
That's the Pirates Bar.
This is a Pirates Bar that's on Pirates Alley, which is beside the big Catholic church there on Jackson Square.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
That's a
You
cool
don't get to
photo.
investigate in there very much because it's a working bar, but I actually did a little bit of investigating there. And I was using a recorder, trying to get some EVPs, recorded the entire session, and the entire recorder got erased.
Oh, I hate that.
No
yeah,
way.
While I was there.
Okay.
that's
All right.
crazy.
So the whole thing got erased? It was just gone?
Yes.
That's
The
happened to me.
the bartender's boyfriend had died, and we
Oh,
were trying to contact him, and we contacted somebody we thought was him, And apparently he did not like being recorded and erased the entire recorder.
Holy cow.
And we're talking about 2 or 3 recording sessions.
Oh,
You know, right?
no.
Not just the recorder we were recording, but 2 or 3 sessions got erased.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that. You know, and you ever get like a playback when you're at a location, playback, you hear it, everybody hears it, then you
Oh,
play it
yeah.
back again and it's not there
And
no
it's
more.
gone.
Like, what happened to it?
That's happened to me. You were there once, Anthony. That happened
Mhm.
to me up at Frelinghuysen Mansion on the top floor. Remember? We heard the
Yes.
scream, and then the scream was gone.
It's crazy how that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's another one.
Yeah. Show us the rest of the pictures. I want to see all the pictures.
This I was looking at earlier.
That's
in the TV,
interesting.
it looked like 2 faces. It looks like
So
aliens.
what's this one?
I believe that was at the Pirate Bar.
Okay.
Just toward the back, nobody was sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I snapped the picture, thought it was kind of unusual, and went ahead and snapped the picture.
That's interesting. Yeah, in the corner there looks like somebody. I mean, you can see it's not on the left-hand side of that. I don't know what that is. It's a reflection of it. I don't think it's a TV, but is that an ice machine or something?
I believe it's an ice machine.
Yeah, I worked in bars, so that's
It was. I believe what you're seeing there is the reflection of the infrared light.
Oh, yes. Now it makes more sense now. Yes.
Infrared camera, and I believe you're seeing a reflection of the IR light.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah,
what part is. Because the bulbs look like that when it's on reflective surfaces at a distance. Okay. Yeah, I see the thing in the corner there. And it's like, looks like it's on top of whatever that white cloth is. You see how it looks on top?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I
This
think that's
bar sounds really cool.
And this is one.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
This, I was actually at a Richard Crowe event. Most people in outside Chicago have never heard of Richard Crowe. He's the one who put Baxter's Grove in the forefront. He was the first person to investigate there. And he did tour buses in Chicago until he died.
Wow.
And this was me at his wake.
Oh,
okay.
I was speaking at his wake.
how nice.
Yeah. With the guy with the computer there, what is that? He's not playing
He was a kind of the MC, and he was playing a little bit of music.
I was going to say, it looks like the DJ in a way. Yeah.
This was a wake. Wasn't doing any dancing. We were just playing some listening music.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and if you ever listen to Resurrection Mary in Chicago,
I heard of her.
Okay. She went one time, a cab dropped her off at Melanie's Lounge, a bar. And they still to this day leave a Bloody Mary at the end of the bar for Resurrection Mary if she comes in. I love the inside of Melanie Lounge.
Wow.
I love that. I love that was
the inside of it.
Yeah. I had a bar I used to investigate, and the one guy, Charlie, was supposed to be haunting the bar. And you always had when you went there, they put a beer in his chair and a cigar.
Yep.
And you used to get
I think that's nice. I think it's very nice.
Tara's question, no, it doesn't get drank, but they keep it there waiting for it. I think if that got drained about halfway, there'd be all kinds of pictures put up from it.
Yeah, that's a great question. The little straw in it, all of a sudden you start saying, it's like, what? You must be thirsty for all those years.
The story is that a taxi cab driver picked up a girl walking on the street,
okay,
beside the cemetery, She got in the cab, and he stopped by Chet's Melanie Lounge to get change.
Okay.
He handed him a 20. I think it was too much. He walked in there to get change, and when he walked back out of the bar, she was gone from his running cab and completely gone. So that's the thought about the bar. The bar is haunted. I'm one of the few people who's investigated the basement of that place. It's very haunted bar. Very, very old. It's not as old as some of the other places we've seen.
Right.
It's an older place, and right across the street from Resurrection Cemetery. And by the way, just so y'all know, Richard Crowe, which talked about Resurrection Mary for so many years, to so many people on ghost tours, that's where he's buried. This Resurrection Cemetery. That's why we had the wake in that bar, because one, it was a haunted bar. Two, it's right across the street.
Oh, I see. He would like that, I'm sure.
I'm sure he did, and that's why they put him there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That is.
Anthony, do you have more pictures, Anthony? Or can I ask my question?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it on the pictures I was sent to me.
Okay. Len, we have a not so serious question.
Huh?
I don't see any more. Huh?
Oh,
Guys.
there's more?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, Len, we have a not so serious question that we like to add at the end of the podcast. And it's my question because I'm a big eater. I love to eat. When you go on an investigation, what's your go-to snack?
Pizza.
Pizza. Good one.
Yes.
No one has said pizza.
That's what I had tonight.
You would think pizza would be the most common answer, but most people say like peanut M&Ms, beef jerky, things like that.
Mm-hmm. No, well, that was pretty much after investigations, those snacks. That's what we usually do. Before, we usually have pizza, but afterwards,
Right. But
Now,
food is such a big part of it.
Anthony, do you see that picture that just popped up?
No.
In StreamYard.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is part of the Patrick Stone there in Baxter's Grove.
Oh, okay.
And this was after they started tending to it and cut it down. This is after the county finally started taking care of it a little bit. Before, there was 7 or 8 foot weeds growing in here.
Oh, okay. And that's a stone that it cracked in two.
That's big long. That was some of the damage that was done. Stones get separated, moved around. Some people tried to steal them. There were stones being stolen.
Yeah, it's a shame that they do that.
Yep. But that's the way it goes. This is Chicago.
Yeah, it's just a shame. I agree. It's a shame. I hate seeing that.
Yeah, we have that in New York a lot too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Matter of fact, if you heard at the beginning of the show, I always take a ride over to the cemetery and drive around my cemetery. As a kid, that's where I grew up, and a lot of this stuff, I experienced a lot of different things happening at the cemetery when I was growing up. So that's some of my abilities that I think formed pretty much of what I've seen in that cemetery.
Right.
But yeah, the cemeteries is usually and if you get pissed off, cemetery is usually my go-to place to hang out and just mellow out.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy hanging out.
You just put a new one up?
Yeah, Anthony, I gotta get your permission to play this 1.5-minute video.
Yeah, I can put it on.
Okay.
Right now. Yeah, I hope the volume works.
Just put your volume up, guys.
The volume's just music.
Okay.
This is a cemetery tour that will be. You will go in there with a guy who tours in there, and you will go on a ghost investigation in a New Orleans cemetery. Here's the weekend I was talking about.
There's Sam.
Sandra Duca, Father Sebastian, and Patty.
So cool.
This is the one with Father Sebastian sold out.
Oh, I believe it.
Called an RIP package.
The RIP package is RIP. Wow. This looks amazing.
That's
Anthony,
a great
next
picture
year.
of Patty.
Oh, it really is.
That's Father Sebastian.
That's badass. And there he is, the godfather of paranormal.
Here's Lee.
Yeah.
Right.
I call her boss lady. Sam looking at himself.
Not,
Yeah.
Almost not. Yeah. I love that picture.
Brandon Cooper here is the guy who's going to lead it into the cemetery. You
Nice.
buy that at the RIP cemetery. James Stokes will be playing in a horror movie.
Yo,
We got a little bit of horror there.
nice.
He'll also be there. If you're not Native American stuff, there's going to be a whole panel there.
Oh, wow.
Well, Lee and Gwen have Native American blood in them.
Yeah, I know that. Look who that is.
I actually put that together on Canva.
Very good.
Thank you. Toward the end, it was showing different things. Most of the guests there, Wardruna,
Yeah.
they actually have a podcast on All Access Network TV.
Oh, they do.
They will be there. The two of them are going to be there. Letriana and Gwen both have Native American in them, so they're going to be on that Native American panel.
Very nice. Yeah,
And
we love
the voodoo people, that's what they do for a living. The voodoo Authentica is actually a business, and they will be there. They talk about on tours and in presentations. They just discuss voodoo. There's a lot of misconceptions about voodoo. They'll tell you the true story.
Yeah, voodoo, hoodoo.
That's a good one. That's a great topic.
So
Yeah.
that's
Because you're right.
going to be the Paracon. And by the way, you saw Chris and Jennifer in there.
Yes, Tally.
The tallies. Chris will tell you that everything he's going through, and if you've ever done a Paracon, is hell to get everybody lined up.
Oh,
Mhm.
we
And
are
organized.
doing one in August, and I'm helping
You-
a little
you
bit
know-
organize
You know
it.
what I'm
and
talking about.
Huge. I mean, massive
Mhm.
undertaking. It's
I'm the one that talked Chris into it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, planning a wedding is nothing compared to this.
When I saw who was it, Adam? We talked
Yeah.
about earlier when I saw him in,
Yeah.
in Lafayette last year.
Yes.
I left Lafayette, went to New Orleans, and met with Chris and Jennifer.
Oh, nice.
And over the couple of days I was there, talked Chris into doing it. Jennifer wanted him to do it. I talked him into it, sold him on doing it. He started working on it then.
There you go.
And this is what he came up with. He got the guess, but I talked him into doing, the basics and a lot of the packages. I said, okay, one thing you got to have expensive packages for people with money, some middle of the line, and you've also got to have some low packages.
Right. Yeah. It's got to be inclusive. I agree with that.
And with all the packages, you can get a room. And outside of the Patty Negre weekend, where it's $500 a person, all the other packages are for 2 people.
That's really good. So like $1,200 for 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you have coming up? Just only because we're getting close to our 10 o'clock hour. What else do you have coming up that you want to talk about? Investigations that you have coming?
We were talking about the mob Thursday night.
Okay.
Pam and her brother, Steve, Pam Harris and Steve Workman, the authors of this book, will be talking about their ancestor and the mob.
Nice. This is on your podcast. Do you want to talk about that real quickly?
Thursday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. And this week, well, like I said, we'll be discussing the mob, murders.
Right up your alley, Anthony.
Their ancestor is very interesting, as he was a hitman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about some of how things worked and how things come out. FBI investigation. He did 25 years in prison from the FBI. So we'll be talking about these kind of investigations, how the FBI caught everybody, and a lot of people paid for what the investigation there. They're in New York.
Well, in that area down in New Orleans is one of the worst massacres with Sicilians and Italians back when they accused them of raping this woman and stuff. And
that's right.
It had nothing to do with anything. And they arrested all of them, and then a mob went in and killed them. They burned them, they shot them, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
they did the same thing. Same thing happened right after the Civil War with a bunch of Civil War veterans. They were in a black unit during the Civil War, and they were going down to an agency that was supposed to be helping them get resettled. And of course, this is the Jim Crow era.
Right.
They were massacred in the streets.
Right. Yeah.
So, quite literally, the streets are covered in blood in New Orleans.
New Orleans has a lot of stuff. So
we
really have to start saying goodnight because we got.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
So thank you, Ben. That went so quickly.
Okay.
Hey, I appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Yeah, don't go nowhere. We'll talk after the show.
Hang on. Yeah, what a pleasure. Okay. Thank you for sharing your stories.
Yeah,
great stories.
Everybody in the chat room, I appreciate you listening. Appreciate your questions. They're in the chat room.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, I mean, there's so many people in the chat room tonight. It was awesome and a lot of questions.
They're great.
We appreciate it. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I want to thank you, Len, for coming on tonight. He came on and he helped us out a lot tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
It was a great show.
Did us a favor. Thanks.
So, and of course, you got your Sun and Fried podcast on Wednesdays, wasn't it?
Thursdays.
Thursday.
So Sun and Fried podcast. So you got to check them out on that too. We really got to get going. I'm sorry that we ran out of time.
Well, we went over.
So yeah. I just want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight, and we just want to say thank you. And I got to tell you, if you're in New Orleans investigating, anywhere you go investigating, remember, you want to be safe out there. You want to look for ghosts. You don't want to be a ghost. Good night. Ciao.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. Good night. See you next week.
Paranormal never sleeps.
Here we go.
Hey, how you doing?